girl Rebecca. This is my second YouTube video. We made it. Well, I made it. We did it. Thank you to everyone who's watched my first video on my Fenty review. Thanks for all of your lovely comments and feedback. It really means a lot to me. My channel is a combination of things, so it's not just makeup, lifestyle, vlogs, baking. We got it all covered here. Still figuring it out, still making my way. So join me in the process. Join me, subscribe, like, comment, share. Okay. So I did a different kind of slay today. So I thought, I'd switch it up. So I've done some eyeshadow, have different makeup on, not actually wearing, well, I am wearing Fenty, but I'm also wearing Charlotte Tilbury and a bunch of different brands. So if you would like to see how I achieved this look, definitely give it a thumbs up so I know what you'd like to see and I can plan that ahead. So this video is not just for the girls, because I can imagine the guys watching are like, I have no interest here. This is not just for the girls. This is for the girls and for the guys. For the girls, for us to talk about our experiences as a collective, and for the guys, for you guys to learn what happens to us females and help close the stigma, attack the stigma, end the stigma of periods. Guys and girls, keep watching. All right, let go. I've thought long and hard whether I should post this or film this. And all in all, why not? Why not? Let's do it. Overall, we're going to talk about some of the side effects of periods, some of the things us ladies have to go through, and also questioning why it's a taboo. Why is it such a thing that we have to keep quiet about and can't be open about? The amount of things we have to disguise and hide to make it seem like we're not on our periods, when we could all just be open about it towards males and females. It'd make all of our lives a lot easier, because sometimes trying to act like everything's fine, disguising your pads or tampons when you're going to the toilet, is all just a bit too much effort. So, first thing first, periods. It's a hard life. Dependent on when you started, how old you were when you started. I mean, my period story is another story in itself. So in terms of what we go through, I'm sure it differs from female to female. So I'm not speaking objectively of all females in the world, but I'm just talking about my personal experience. So if your side effect symptom differs, I'm not saying that every female in the world goes through the same things that I do. Well, the first thing is having the symptoms that you know it's going to come. It tends to happen every 28 days. I have read in the past that cycles differ. So I believe it could be from 3 days to 9 days, but usually it's around 7 days. And then the first 2 days tend to be the heaviest, and then last 3 days, 4 days, depending on who you are, tend to be the lightest, which when we get to that stage of the period, we're like, hey! Because usually the beginning of a period is just really tedious. You feel sluggish, you feel uncomfortable, you feel bloated, you have to keep being paranoid, if you're me, about going to the toilet. And it's just an extra layer to your life to think about. But we thank God for periods, because without them, we wouldn't be able to have babies. There's different symptoms you can have for your period. You can have a really bad stomach ache when around that time, and then you know it's an indication that it's happening. And your chest area can tend to feel quite heavy and tender, and again, that can mean that it's coming. The symptoms we go through, they happen. Sometimes they can happen 2 days before a period. Sometimes they can happen a week before a period. It varies. So that's another layer of a period before a period happens. Oh, pain. Wait, we forgot pain. The pain of periods. Yikes. Paracetamol, ibuprofen, they are your friends when you are in pain on your period. I'll tell you that. Guys don't understand the pain of periods. So there's physical elements about what's actually happening to your body, emotional elements about what's happening to your mood, and then there's pain as well behind that. Imagine if we could have periods that had no pain. That would be so lively. What? By the way, I'm not complaining. I'm really not complaining. I'm just saying my piece of the story and explaining what happens to me, just because I feel it's something we should be more open about. I'm just opening the lid on periods and putting it out there. In terms of the cravings of periods, 2 cycles ago, oh my gosh, I went from 0 to 100 real quick. If you didn't know, I love Drake. Yeah, I was like completely fine. And then all of a sudden, it just went like, ding! I needed chocolate. Like, I needed chocolate. Like, needed chocolate. Like, I couldn't cope without it. I was like, this is crazy. This is definitely down to the period. Or I keep on saying the period, like it's like a thing. The period. My period. Yeah, that sounds better. And then as soon as I had chocolate, like, whew, it was like I could breathe and I could get on with the period, my period. Start the discussion in the comments and tell us females what you crave on your period, or if there are also things that you don't like when you're on your period. Like, I don't know, is that a thing? Can you enjoy something when you're not on your period, but then when you are on your period it just like makes you not like it? That's something you can tell me. FYI, I'm not a medical professional, so medical professionals out there, if I misphrase or something, like, yeah, I'm not a medical professional. I'm just a girl here talking about periods in general. The stigma of periods. Let's talk about the stigma of periods. Why must we as females disguise and hide that we're on our periods when we are? Like, why can't we just whack out a tampon or a pad and just call it a day and go to the toilet? A lot of girls, ladies, females, whenever you need to go to the toilet, we either take our bag and maybe stick it in a pocket. If we don't have a pocket, stick it up our sleeves. Just finding any avenue and option available to disguise that we're on our periods that nobody knows. And by the way, I'm not saying that all men and boys are like, ew, periods. That's such a taboo topic. Even like with pads. So there was a few weeks ago when I went to Tesco and I bought some pads. And I could just feel the stares from the men looking at me holding my pads. I was just like, why are you guys looking at me like I'm holding a prohibited item? And I have also in the past seen guys really like, oof, like don't want to be seen with pads or touching pads, which I think, or tampons, by the way, this is tampons or pads depending on what you use. But just why? Like, why does it have to be such a taboo topic that being seen with pads is something you have to hide? Talking about periods is something which we don't speak about openly. It's just like, why can't we just be open about it? And then another common thing with periods is sometimes we just feel a bit meh. It's fine. It's not a bad thing to feel. It's just like you can never talk about it. And of course, it doesn't mean we want to talk about it, but knowing that it is something which people don't see like a oof topic would just be a bit nicer and a bit more of a relief. So there have been times where I feel like, you know, starting a revolution and just walking out my pad on my tampon and going to the toilet in public. I haven't actually built the courage to do it, but I'm taking a leap of faith by talking about it openly on the World Wide Web. Let's change the perception of periods and just make them something open to talk about. I just really want to start a debate about periods. Girls, I want to hear about your experiences and if you can relate to what I spoke about. Guys, I want to hear about your thoughts about periods. If it doesn't bother you, if it doesn't faze you, if you've always been a guy that's supportive of what happens to us and doesn't look at us when we buy our pads or tampons in the store. Because it's not something to be ashamed or embarrassed by. Just crack on with life and embrace that we have, as ladies, we have periods. Let's just be open about periods. And I'm not talking period. As you guys can tell from the setup of the video, so I've now got some equipment. So I've actually have a tripod this time, which is super helpful. I mean, the last time I was balancing on everything and anything. Celebrations box, Weetabix books. Obviously you guys couldn't tell, but yeah, that was why I was a bit restrained in my ability to switch it up and move. But now that I have a tripod, you know, I'm going to be experimenting with loads of different setups to get the perfect one for me. And we're just gonna roll with it. We're gonna have fun, we're gonna have a good time, we're gonna speak openly, we're gonna learn new skills, we're gonna bake. So it's all vegan baking. That's what I'm gonna be bringing to y'all. I do really enjoy making vegan pancakes, which to me are banging, and also vegan waffles. So I do know I've had a lot of questions on those about when people have seen my posts on Instagram, like, oh my gosh, how did you make that? I'm gonna bring y'all the answers, okay? So I'm gonna have that in the pipeline, planned up. So yeah, I'm bringing you guys a bit of everything that goes through my head, everything that I'm passionate about, things that I have discussions and debates in my head about, I'm gonna bring it to y'all, because why not? Thank you guys again for watching my video and making it this far. I hope you enjoyed everything that I've spoken about. Like if you like, leave a comment below. Tell me if there's a specific video you would like to see. Share this video so we can extend the debate further. Share it with your friends, share it with your boyfriend, share it with your mom, share it with your dad, share it with your cousins. Like, comment, and subscribe. Okay. I look forward to speaking to you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching and take care. Bye.